Okay.
Yo, Wagner, it's time to block the mids.
Are you guys ready to start? Do you want to just start now then?
Yep.
You gotta wait for the young Brandon over
No,
there.
I'm closed now. We're good.
Well, yeah, I know. Wait, I'm waiting till he puts on the shirt. Wait. Put on the
I
pants
didn't know
now.
you wore a jock strap, bro. Like I didn't even know.
Put on the pants.
I need the support.
Tuck that in properly. Okay, all right. Okay, there we go. I think we're ready now. Are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. Let's do this. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Generation Spacing here on twitch.tv/jchenzor, the podcast of three of your favorite commentators just talking about whatever the hell we feel like it. And I have cats on my lap. See, look at this guy. He's just... See what I mean by his head is just... He's just like sleep. He's like using it as a pillow. Oh, what are you trying...
Because it's all warm and stuff.
You want belly rubs and stuff.
How do you know?
Jeez.
Never mind.
What?
Never mind.
Did I say something wrong? Did I offend?
No. Just
Definitely want to.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah. Sorry again to everybody. No stream last week. I kind of just needed the week off myself personally. So, but we're back here with episode number 5. So we've already gotten to 5 episodes. Can you imagine that?
Oh my God! 5th episode anniversary.
I know, right?
Who would have thought? Not me.
You know.
I actually for real did not think that.
I know, right?
Oh, we're gonna go like 2 weeks and that.
Damn, you guys thought this was gonna bomb? You guys had no faith?
I did. No, I like in myself mostly.
It's not even just.
I guess that's fair.
It's not like bombing. It's just more like, how it is. It's like everyone's like, next week, and then next week. It's like exercising, right? You know what? I don't feel like it today. I'll do it tomorrow, and then it turns into weeks and everything.
It's never
32
tomorrow.
years.
Yeah, I know, right?
The thing about tomorrow is it's never today. So it's like it'll never happen.
It can always be tomorrow, and that's it. So, but yeah, I mean, I just feel bad because I know last week, one of the reasons why I'm sure everybody had bated breath waiting for this was to find out the conclusion of the Nicky OnlyFans saga here, right?
Man.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know Brandon was probably chomping at the bit to tweet about this and stuff, but I told him to save it for the podcast to find out if for those of you who don't remember, 2 weeks ago, TuboWare was thinking about subscribing just to find out what was on there and to find out if he was going to see any,
raise your dongers, as they say.
So I told Nicky about that on Twitter.
Oh,
I
yeah?
saw that.
The podcast.
Oh, okay.
And my plan was I was going to wait until today, do it live on stream. And you're going to get my real reaction if I saw Nicky's dicky.
Oh, really?
Nicky already gave it away. He tweeted out that his
It's not vegan.
not vegan, which means his schmeat is all over that shit. So it ruined like the shock of, oh, there's his dick. We're not gonna have that now. I already know.
Oh, man.
Nicky, one, lost himself a sub, unknowing, and then 2, like he also ruined the surprise.
So wait, he lost the sub? You didn't.
I was only gonna sub to find out if his dick was there, but he revealed for free that yes, you can find my schmeat at OnlyFans / what is it, Nicky Nicky 13.
I forgot.
Well, I would tell you the actual URL. It's memorized in my brain because I type it in every day. But I just want to
bookmark that shit.
I mean, if you type it every day, it just comes up in autofill at that point.
Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
Even remember what the URL
Exactly
is.
right. I mean, was that site like created specifically for like adult content, or was it created to be anything, and then because people were like, oh, I can use this for adult content, it just kind of became that?
I'm willing to bet that the idea originally was like, we should make a Twitter for people that want premium stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, wait a minute, what are people gonna want? Boobs. So I'm pretty sure. I mean, like even if you look at the the logo is kind of like sensual, you know, like they knew what they were doing.
Okay.
They knew what they were doing.
I mean, because I'll be honest with you, I've never actually been to OnlyFans, so I don't. Is it actually like a social thing, like Twitter, or is it like a Patreon thing?
It's set up very much like Twitter.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah.
I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought it was like a Patreon.
There's some people who will set their OnlyFans to free for like a month to like get more people in or whatever. So I've seen some OnlyFans like out of curiosity when somebody put up a free one. So like that's how it's set up. Like you make an account and then people can follow you for whatever price that you put up, and you can follow them for whatever price they put up. And if you're following them, their content is shown.
Huh.
Yeah, I have two
it's
friends
literally
that
like Twitter.
I have two friends that are cosplayers, and they have an OnlyFans, but it's not lewd and it's completely free. I think they just did it to like consolidate where all their like cosplay photos are or something like that. I assume I have no idea.
I mean, honestly, these days, right? Everything is about just trying to hit every social media outlet possible. Like I'm failing on my Instagram now. All I'm doing is posting cats on my Instagram, and that's it. So that's nothing.
I just found out maybe like 2 days ago that maybe I was told incorrectly, but I heard you can't post on Instagram on your computer. It has to be through mobile.
Yes.
Wait, like what? That doesn't even make sense to me.
And the browser version is awful.
Yeah.
Like it has way less features and functions, and yeah.
There was one time I tried to post a picture from my computer onto Instagram, and I couldn't. And I Googled it, and yeah, sure enough, you can't do it. It's like the most random thing. I don't understand it at all. Like, I don't get the concept behind that.
It's big dumb.
Unless
I don't understand.
I understand the concept of it. They want to data mine your phone information and not just the shit you do on your home computer.
Yeah, that's fair.
That too, and probably...
why.
How much you want to bet they're trying to promote it to be like a more impromptu kind of thing, right? They don't want you to post up, curated stuff or something. I don't know. Maybe they want you to do it while you're just wandering around, but it's not like everybody doesn't sit there and like completely set up all of their Instagram pics perfectly and everything like that every single time.
Well, yeah,
anyway.
like most people use their professional cameras and then like transfer the images from whatever SD card they have like to their phone and then upload if that's the case. Like I can only assume that that's how they do it, because otherwise if they're trying to use like a third-party site to upload stuff from the computer, they're probably having account information compromised. But
yeah, I hate Instagram. Instagram is like the internet's biggest lie.
Instagram.
I think we're all in agreement on not really wanting to use Instagram or not caring about its existence, which is weird because like you would think it'd be like, oh, James is the old man, he doesn't want to use the new people technology shit, but no, it's just like all of us are just like, man, what, Instagram? Like really?
My brain is just never there, like, because it's so photo oriented and like.
Yeah, that's how I feel, dude. I'm not trying to post fucking pictures every day.
Yeah.
Oh wait a minute, yes I am. I'm an e-boy now.
That's right.
Yeah. When is your OnlyFans open? I forgot.
Man, I wish I could open an OnlyFans. Like, put it this way, if the fighting community implodes and there's no more commentary gigs and everything goes away, I'm putting my dick all over the internet. It's happening.
That's totally fair. I feel you. Like, sometimes you gotta just, do what you gotta do. Like, you gotta make some money.
It's only even makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's some people in the chat are saying like they just couldn't figure out like you got banned on Instagram. That's weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Got instantly banned, is what they're saying.
Yeah. I mean, TikTok is the new Vine, right? I mean, that's all TikTok is, and
yeah, kind of.
It's pretty much the same thing.
You know what the interesting...
I've never downloaded it, so I don't actually know if it's the exact same thing, but it
like
sounds like it's the same thing.
The short 30-second video and we're just editing. And
yeah, I've never used either of them. I didn't use Vine or TikTok. The only thing that I kind of appreciated about Vine at the time was that Vine, because like I used to want to draw comic strips when I was growing up, you know, like Peanuts, you know, that kind of Far Side, Calvin and Hobbes. And so I drew a lot of comics, and the art of actually like crafting a good joke in a short amount of time in like 4 panels is like really difficult. And Vine kind of became that at one point. You know, I felt like people were crafting a lot of really intelligent like comic style humor because they had to do jump cuts like in comic strips and stuff. And I thought that was cool. And then Vine went away, and then TikTok showed up, and TikTok is just weird because I feel like I don't know, like I don't get it. I don't know what it's...
All the you see on TikTok. Boomer. Yeah, it's like all you see on TikTok right now is stupid fucking dances. Like when that fad dies, like, I'm 100% sure it'll go back to more like comedy based.
Right. Yeah, I miss like the comedy Vines. I like people are so goddamn funny on Vine, like legitimately, and all that stuff is just like gone now.
Yeah.
Like because Twitter used to own Vine and they just like got rid of it. And they didn't like save anything or allow any of the data to be like transferred or some shit. I forget what it is. Yeah. But yeah. So like one of my favorite Vines of all time, if you've ever listened to me commentate Dragonball, you probably heard me talk about it. Is the back at it again at Krispy Kreme.
Oh, with the guy doing the flip and kicking the side.
Yeah, the one where he's doing backflips, then he hits the fucking Krispy Kreme side. That shit kills me every time. Back at it again, Krispy Kreme.
Speaking of back at it again, have you guys ever seen the Vine? I don't know if it was a Vine. It might have just been a Twitter video that iMash Buttons made.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
He is walking into a tournament, and Triforce is walking into the building at the same time. And Chris has his camera out for whatever fucking reason.
I think I've seen this. Yeah.
And it's like Triforce. Back again with the unpaid bills.
Yeah, I remember this.
Neck. And Triforce is like, hey, like, what's going on, man? Like, he had no idea what Chris just said. And that was right after Triforce had ran out on Knuckle Dew in the restaurant.
Oh, his face during the video too is like so he's like when he says Triforce gets excited. He's like, oh, you know, somebody recognized me. Like I'm all happy, right? And then he goes back at it again with your unpaid bills, and you see his demeanor completely change. It's so good.
Yeah, that was very strong. And he's posting this shit right on Twitter. That's thousands of retweets.
That was so long ago, dude. I still think about that though. Like,
now, right?
I still think about this shit though, because I'm just like that was like the height of Marvel comedy.
God, that was a lot. Yeah, Vine was a while ago. I always remember Vine for that one dude who kept doing those magic tricks, you know, and like doing those like goofy edits and stuff that, you know, he would like jump through walls or, you know, or whatever. I forgot that guy, but yeah, I don't know. TikTok actually does legit seem like one of those things that I'd be like, man, this looks like what the kids are doing these days. Because I don't know, that one.
You mean you're not on Snapchat, James?
Yeah, bro. What's your Snapchat? Give me the premium Snapchat, James.
So like, I don't like. Snapchat is what? Like, it's just supposed to be the videos don't last, so you either see it then or never. And then everybody did that, right? Doesn't Facebook and Instagram have stories and all these things like that? They all do that now, right?
Yeah. I don't think I've seen it, but I don't think I've ever used the story function on Facebook ever once.
Yeah.
I bare minimum.
If I have ever used it, it was simply to promote something like this podcast or something like that. Like I was just like, fuck it, I'll also post it to the story. Like I don't really care. I barely use Facebook these days. Pretty much just use it as a messaging service.
Yeah.
Like I don't have the app on my phone or anything. Like it's just like I don't use it.
I mean, nothing is actually temporary on the internet anyway, right? So even if you post it up there for like a second, I'm sure someone will be able to figure out a way to grab that video and, you know, hack the server, and it's still there somewhere. How much you want to bet, right?
Well, usually people record it the first time they see it, and they're just like, I'm keeping this for future reference kind of deal. Like, so...
I mean,
that immediately happened with the Krispy Kreme video. Like, there's like 6 of those on YouTube right now, I think.
Yep.
Fucking, you know what Snapchat is useful for though? Like, like no joke, dating.
Yeah.
It's great for like if you meet somebody on like say Tinder, a lot of girls don't feel comfortable giving out their phone numbers right away.
Right. Yeah.
But they'll give out their Snapchat.
Which is fair.
Yeah, obviously, right? Like it's duh. But yeah, a lot of them will just give you their. So like, well, let's snap first, and then you get nudes. So it's great. It's like a win-win.
What?
Girls, like, hold on. How do I make a Snapchat?
Yeah, girls like to send nudes via Snapchat because you can't keep the picture.
It's not that. I mean, come on. It's so easy to keep that stuff, right? I mean,
no, you can screenshot it, but then they get a notification that you screenshotted it. That's like it's like a safety feature of Snapchat.
You can't. They disable
the on his phone.
They disable the screenshot.
Like, nudes, you
wait. They disable the screenshot feature or something.
So if somebody sends you a snap and you screenshot it, it sends the person who sent the snap a notification that they screenshotted it.
Interesting.
So you look like a real piece of shit.
Okay, never mind then.
And you screenshot it.
All right, then I'm not downloading it anymore. So I gotta figure out other ways to get around. I mean, I'll talk about. So yeah, Snapchat is not for me at all. It's not something I would ever use at all.
It's definitely not for me. I'm not into. I don't have like Snapchat, Instagram, or any of that shit. Right? Like it's pretty much just Twitter and like Discord, I guess. And like Discord, I don't even think counts. Like,
dude, I mean, I just told Brandon already that I barely use Discord, right?
Yeah. We found that out. We were trying to message James. For those of you guys who don't know,
start giving you phone calls, James.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, you can call me.
This motherfucker takes 20 years to answer.
I won't answer the phone. I'll just send you the voicemail and text you back. I do that all the time.
I do that all. No, I fucking hate phone calls.
Yeah. Okay, so you're there with me. Like Olaf, my roommate, he loves phone calls. And so he used to call me all the time. And at one point in time, I had to just be like, yo, look, I'm just going to be honest with you. I hate phone calls. Just text me, please. Just text me.
You crushed his heart, man.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I not only do I hate phone calls, but they're genuinely tiring for me. Like they just take a lot out of me. I don't really understand the science behind it, but I just get tired after.
I've hated them even
both you guys.
Even when I was a kid, dude. I hated them.
When I was a kid, I hated them because I was like super ADHD and not interested in the shit people were saying. Like, fuck off, mate. But
it was just always stressful.
Now that I'm older and I can appreciate conversation, it's
just phone calls always felt stressful to me. I don't know what it is. It's just like
it's like subconsciously they're a business thing. I guess I don't know. Like
I don't know.
Like maybe you think like something clicks in your head and you're just like, oh God, I've got to be formal and professional or some shit.
It just also feels like because I don't have my facial expression to try to express things. I don't know.
I talk on the phone. I talk with my hands.
Yeah.
I'm pacing around my house, thinking up ideas. I had a really good conversation today. Actually.
Oh yeah. Can you tell us what it was?
Seth Killian.
Oh, what? Really?
The S-Kill.
The S-Kill. And you talked on the...
I can't say about what. We talked on the phone for like an hour and a half. Yeah, the dragon style. That guy.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm the youngin, so I don't know who that is. That's just...
God. Man, I was actually thinking about that before the podcast today. There's probably a fair amount of people in the FGC now who actually don't really know S-Kill.
Yeah. I feel like that's probably a common thing, actually.
Yeah, he was only a Street Fighter guy, and then...
I mean, he's at EVO every year.
He was there for a little bit of Marvel 3, but then he left, and now he commentates at EVO, but that's it, right? Like, that's the only time a lot of people see him, so...
Yeah. I miss that
was thinking about how there's this whole generation who probably doesn't really know about that.
Yeah. I'm super sad too because when he was working directly for Sony, when they were doing like PlayStation All-Stars and all that stuff like that, he lived here in Santa Monica in the same city that I did, and I was able to see him every once in a while. And then, he moved away, and then I couldn't see him anymore. It made me sad. So
yeah.
He
I had a great conversation. That's literally all I'm willing to say about. publicly, but it was just a great time.
I mean,
I really, really enjoyed
you could
catching up with
probably, since with your conversation with it, but I mean, one of the things that I love about Seth so much is I feel like he comes from a very similar place that I do, that it's just like, he's still just a fanboy of the FGC. You know what I mean? He just still loves seeing the FGC grow and succeed, and that's all he really kind of cares about and stuff, even though he doesn't really, I mean, he doesn't work in the FGC esports environment right now, so.
Yeah. Yeah, Seth is a dope dude.
I miss that guy.
If you guys ever get a chance to shake his hand, I highly suggest it.
I mean, this is the camera.
I'm gonna wait a few months after this whole quarantine before I
would
shake
hope
anybody's
that your hand
hand.
wouldn't come that soon, regardless. I hope it would be a while from now.
No, even after like we truly reopen like every like country in the world or some shit, I'm gonna wait before shaking anybody's hand still. Like,
we're just all gonna have to like, elbow bump or whatever like that.
Yeah.
It's funny because we actually, David just put up a video from his vlog from Evo Japan. And, we're all hugging each other and we're talking about coronavirus. And you could actually hear Spooky go, "What's coronavirus?" Like,
yeah.
Oh, man.
I found out about coronavirus on like at Evo Japan.
Yeah.
I was on the train ride. We're gonna go see the Giant Gundam or something like that.
Yeah.
Myself and Konmai, and we're gonna go see the Giant Gundam. And on the train, like I was scrolling through Twitter and somebody was like mentioning coronavirus as this like new crazy thing or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And like so all I was thinking was like, I'm in a foreign country, like.
It originated in Asia.
and this thing is going on right now. How do I not get this? Like, so I'm trying to like look up as much information on this thing as I possibly could, and like all the information I found, I actually think I said on the podcast a few episodes ago when we were first talking about coronavirus. But yeah, it's like one of the first strands of coronavirus was in like the Middle East or whatever, and they shut that shit down almost immediately because nobody even remembers about it. All that shit.
Yeah, we were talking about that before.
What are you doing? Hang on, keep talking, guys.
James, what the hell? Come on! I thought we were professionals here.
He's not a professional.
Dude, when have I ever been a professional?
To the Ebonic. Oh, okay, you're back.
My cat is like making a mess right now, and I'm just trying to figure out what the hell he's doing. So
he's living. You don't let him live his life. He's not bothering your podcast right now. He's just living his life. Where's my cat? I don't know. He's living his life.
Yeah, that's true.
This is business time. All right.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this is business time. We're on the payroll, James. This is hourly.
Oh yeah. Right? Speaking of the payroll and stuff like that, dude, I actually got my Trump bucks, dude. I actually got them.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so I was like happy about that. It was kind of nice.
Good shit.
I got them the day of when they were supposed to go out.
Oh really? You got it? Did you get a direct deposit or something?
Yeah, I had direct deposit for my taxes.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, mine came in the mail. I had to get it via a check. So, but it did not have Trump's signature on it. It just had his name printed on it.
We're fighting that.
What's that?
They sent out another piece of mail, though, I believe, that did have Trump's signature on it, and it was like a handwritten letter that he put out, because I got one.
Uh-huh. Oh
and, dude sounds like a fucking child. Like he's literally just like looking like there was so much in the letter. It was so much I did this.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Like it was never like the we like as a government like succeeded in passing this thing. It was I crafted this thing and put it in. Like there was a lot of I's.
Of course.
rather than we's. And I was just like, the thought process in my head was like, this dude just like got no love from his dad outside the $1 million loan that he was given when he was a kid, right? Like, and so he's just constantly seeking validation at all times, right?
I have long given up trying to understand why he's the way he is.
He's such a child. I mean, he literally is the kid of, I'm going to take my ball and go home because you don't want to say nice things about me. I mean, that's all he literally is. Oh, God, the disinfectant, the ultraviolet light, maybe we can somehow shine light in our bodies.
Yeah, don't. I don't think this needs to be said, but we should probably say it anyway. Do not inject yourself, swallow, or snort, or any sort of like way of getting any sort of disinfectant like within the insides of your body.
What the hell
None
happened?
of that cleaning shit.
Listening to this is smart enough to know.
Oh dang, dude! The government is shutting us down. My Discord is messing up. The government is trying to shut us down.
Bro, the stream is looking sick,
dude.
Right now.
Now I need to play
it's
some.
Like constantly.
I need to play some Sandstorm. Dude, I don't know what the heck is wrong with my Discord. Whoa, Discord, no.
James, are you back?
Dude, they are seriously like trying to. I feel like they're legit trying to shut us down or something like that. This is hilarious.
Yeah, they turned you into a cactus, so that's a thing.
Oh, there you go.
It's a cactuar, bro.
Yeah, you know, whatever.
Okay, I think we're okay. Dude, the government literally tried to shut us down. That's amazing.
I can't believe this shit. Yo.
That's amazing. And I can't get my camera
Your camera's gone. I mean, whatever. It's a podcast, right?
Yeah, I know. It's because, I bet you it's because this thing... My XSplit is taking...
Words are hard.
Dude, words are super hard. It's probably trying to take over my camera usage again, so I can't turn my camera on. So, yeah, I'm going to be missing for a second over here.
I see.
All right. Dang, I can't believe that, dude. It's real. All of it is real, dude. They're watching us.
They're listening.
This whole time.
Our FBI agents have been assigned.
I mean, we knew that was real in the first place.
That was the worst thing, in my opinion, about the whole Snowden thing. As soon as the Snowden thing happened, it just made all conspiracy theorists correct. And then at that point in time, that was it. You know what I mean? Like, no one could say anything anymore. It's like nobody could be like, oh, come on, you're just being paranoid, because then it was all right. You know, it just became correct. I'm going to just have to use the camera over here, so I'm not going to be captured off of you guys can't see me on the Discord right now. You'll just be able to see me on the stream.
James.
I can't believe you, James. Honestly. But for real, though.
Yeah, I can't believe the government tried to shut down generation spacing. Well, five episodes is all we're getting, boys. God, but yeah, no, trust me, I'm just at a point. I don't even. But the worst thing about it is like I feel like no matter what happens, it's not getting better this November. You know, it'll definitely get better with one result, but still, it's like is it really better?
I mean, like just like Renato was saying in the chat, like Trump is gonna pretend like it's getting better. You know what I mean? And he continues to like so for the ratings, right? Like,
I can't believe he brags about the ratings of his press conferenses.
I can.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Like, people have to tune into this. Like, this is a big deal. Like,
it's just, of all the things you're gonna talk about how good the ratings are, dude.
Yes, that's who he is.
Yeah, that legitimately, it's true.
Oh boy.
Super unfortunate that this is the America that we currently live in, but like,
this is America.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, when somebody actually tweeted this out, I read it and I was like, oh my God, it's so true that the United States is the Florida of the world. And I was I saw that and I was like, oh my God, this is so true. Everybody else.
That has to make you think about how bad Florida is.
It's just,
yeah, I mean, it's like hard to say between like China and North Korea, like in some of their choices and what they try to hide and stuff, and then now there's us. Like, I used to like confidently be like, oh yeah, you know, we're not the Florida, or we're not the worst. Like, and now it's like
every other country just probably watches what happens over here and laughs. You know,
they do.
I mean, seriously,
they do. Look at the news in the UK, dude. They fucking dunk us all the time. Australia, France, like all those places, they dunk us. They're like, these idiots out in America always have to be number one. Well, now you have the number one amount of cases in the world, you dumb fucks.
I mean, do people really actually? I mean, because Renato in the chat saying that.
Seriously, look at other news sources. They make fun of us.
Oh no! I of course, yeah. But I mean, Renato is saying that there's a new word people think of as pity, but I don't feel like anybody pities us, right?
Oh, I don't think anybody would pity us.
I feel like everyone is actually kind of like using this as that shining moment of like, haha, see, you guys do suck, kind of thing. So
yeah, I think it's a the fucking Nelson, ha ha.
Yeah,
that's the world pointing at America right now. We deserve it.
And we're the ones in the bus going, I'm in danger.
Yeah, literally all of us.
Oh my god. You think this is funny? This was the largest car I could afford. God. Dude, speaking of Simpsons, by the way, just to change the subject to a little lighter thing, I guess some people have known about this for a long time, but in the Who Killed Mr. Burns episode?
Yes. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that when they go into the end and he's lying on the sundial and everyone's talking, Krusty the Clown is there, but when you look at him, it's actually Homer dressed as Krusty the Clown. It's not actually Krusty the Clown there. So now everyone's like, wait, did Homer dress up as Krusty the Clown to kill Burns?
Yeah, that's like the way that the evidence points is basically that he was going to show up and kill Burns, but he was already dead.
Right. And it was kind of crazy that after all these years, there's still something new that I didn't know about that episode, dude. That was crazy.
There was that storyline in particular was just jam packed with shit that like red herrings and and all this stuff that they were trying to get you to not understand or like to think you understood kind of deal. It was really surprising for something that would is like a comedy TV show or whatever.
Yeah. And they even showed, I saw a clip, I guess in season 18 or whatever, they even had an episode where he was like, yeah, I'm going to kill that person and pin it on the baby like when I killed Mr. Burns or something, or when I shot Mr. Burns. I don't know. It's funny. Oh, dang, Persia with the subscription here.
Oh, hey, hi.
Shout-outs to Sam.
Oh, good, Sam. Thank you.
Hi, Sam. All right, Sam, which of the three of us is your favorite commentator? Go.
Wow, just right out the gate. That's where you're going to go with?
Who gives the best hugs? I'm just going to say. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to answer that question.
God damn. Trying to. You basically just gave Persia a gun. You understand that, right?
And she said it was me anyway, so there you go. Look how fast she answered that. I'm just saying.
That's rough. I am so offended.
I'm just saying right now.
We just got shot through the heart.
I'm very hurt.
Straight through the heart.
Shot through the heart. And you're to blame. You give love a bad name. Oh my god. It's too funny. But shout outs to Persia out there, and good job to her. I see she's getting a lot of these cool gigs at GameSpot. Like she's like the host of something gigs. Now.
Dude, she works there.
Well,
I know. I thought that was just her job.
Cool gig, this guy.
Well, I know she works there, but I'm just saying, she's
Sam is the man.
Being put as a host for these new shows and stuff like that. Super cool. Super happy for her. Hope you are enjoying everything out in the Northern California world here. So,
NorCal's my second home away from home. I love NorCal.
Is it
your second home away from home? So you have a home away from home and a second home away from home.
The first one is Washington because everybody thinks I live there.
Oh, fair enough.
Wait,
fair
you
enough.
Don't?
Yeah. See.
All right.
You're Portland, right? So
that's That's why you see me at Portland Retro Gaming.
Right.
Exactly. I take the train. I can walk there.
People don't think you live in Washington. People just think Oregon and Washington are the same thing.
Yeah.
No, that's very true. To be honest with you, because when everybody says PNW, they just mean Washington. They don't mean like the whole of POW. So like they kind of like just group everything into Washington.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, that's why. Remember, I asked you about Kyle P, but Kyle P's up in Seattle. You're...
I don't live up there, dude. I can't even like.
Damn it! This would have been a good week to bring on Kyle.
I know,
it would have
right?
been, yeah, it would have been perfect.
Come back from a hiatus to bring back Kyle P, the greatest enemy of Ebonic played.
Dude, I would have been. Damn it.
Dude, I talk to Kyle all the time.
People are gonna start thinking that's real.
It's real. That beef is legit.
It is real, dude.
I can't believe you guys haven't fist fought yet. To be honest, like this is.
Kyle is far too nice to fist fight anybody.
Yeah, and you're lucky. That's. There is fire in his eyes. Okay, Kyle P.
Look,
doesn't fuck
have
around.
you fought his zombie rush decks in Teppen? Let me tell you, okay, there's nothing nice about that guy.
His Spencer, he will bionic arm you at any point.
You remember that when I told you the story about...
Yeah, I do, I know, yeah.
Like, so I had a vast winning record.
Kyle P is the only Spencer in the world that can bionic arm with 0 bars. He's the only one who knows how.
Yeah. It's a specific button combination.
Yeah, it's the only one. Satsui no Hado, Kyle P.
Oh, interesting. Persia. I mean, we said we were going to answer questions from the chat, and we're getting questions
I guess,
from
we
Persia.
should be looking at the chat a little bit more.
You know, it's fine.
We
Look,
haven't been asked much.
Persia, I have not played Runeterra. I only played Teppen because it's got all the Capcom stuff in there, so that pulled me in. And you know, I'm one of those people who just likes things, and when you know there's related stuff, I'll play it. That's why I played FF.
Eat it up. You're a sucker.
I am a sucker. I'm a sucker for tie-ins,
yeah,
dude.
You goddamn shill.
The reason why I play FFRK, but then I never played like Brave XVS or whatever that was, because I just didn't give a crap about all. It was the old music and being able to use all the old characters in Final Fantasy Record Keeper that pulled me in. So,
I only played Teppen on launch for a very short amount of time, and I didn't think I was going to be into the active battle system, but I couldn't figure that out because at the time I was on a phone that ended up having a dead zone in the very middle. Like here, I'll like pull up my phone. The dead zone was like this whole horizontal bar where my fingers are. So I wouldn't be able to use like middle cards and shit. Like I wouldn't be able to put anything in the middle area of the board. So so I was like, you know, I'll wait until I get a new phone. I have a new phone, and I haven't fucked with Teppen at all.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
And then I guess I've never tried out Runeterra, and I don't plan on it. So.
Yeah, I just don't like card games. So.
Yeah,
I don't like games that leave things up to chance ever. If I lose, it's because I got fucked up, not because they got a great draw of cards. Like fuck that sucks.
That is what's great about fighting games, right? You don't have to deal with that. But I mean, for me, playing Teppen has been super educational, learning about how CCGs work. I mean, I got all the way up to like 227th in the world, and then I lost all the points because everyone started beating up on the deck that I used, and I shouldn't have played in the last like 3 days because I dropped all the way down, and I could have just. I don't understand how like that. I don't like that aspect that, you know, because you get points for placing high actually in the seasons, and then you can get invited to worlds and you get better rewards and stuff like that depending on where you finish. I thought they just recorded the highest that you got and you got rewarded for that. So I was like, hey, let me keep playing, and then I lost all my points and I'm all the way back down to. I have photo evidence that I was that high, and I can just be proud that, you know, when I first started playing Teppen, I was really bad, and I didn't understand CCGs, but I got to 227th or whatever, and I'm proud of myself for that. So there you go. And don't mention Photoshop.
I'm actually a fan of CCGs, but after playing in a few tournaments when I was younger, I'm still young, but I realized that I like them at a casual level, right? Like I'll get on and I'll play for like a little bit if it's like an online one, right? Like if it's Magic Arena, like I've done that. Like I'll get on and I'll play for a little bit, right? But I won't like enter like a major event or something like that these days. I figured that out after playing in a couple of like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic drafts, Magic drafts and Yu-Gi-Oh! Constructed. Specifically, it's just the RNG is a bit much for me on a tournament level, because I could be like, all right, so you obviously have this deck combo, right? But your RNG on card draws can be kind of butt sometimes.
Yeah,
it's just like that, and that's one thing you have to accept. But if I'm not in a tournament and I'm playing like a casual match or like a ranked match, I can be like, whatever. But if I'm in a tournament match, I'm just like,
I can't stand that shit.
Dude,
but what I can stand is that St. Cola asked, "What's your biggest commentary issue, and how do you plan to fix it?"
Oh, is that like on a personal level? Okay.
No, I mean, yeah, he's like, yeah, I guess so. He didn't specify a person, so.
Yeah, well, usually the answer to that question for me, if they're talking about like biggest issue in commentary in general, not just like for you as a person, usually my answer to that question is everybody trying to imitate Yipes.
Yeah. Hey,
but
when commentary was brand new, I was trying to imitate Yipes, in the early days.
You're a shitty commentator, James. What can I say?
Damn.
Hey, look, somebody in the chat said I was their favorite. Okay, so
that's fair. That's totally fair.
That person is dead to me. So she can jump off a bridge.
Do you want to start this one, Brandon? You want to start that question?
No, because my commentary is perfect and flawless, and there's literally not a single thing that I could ever improve. So, how could I answer that when I'm the greatest of all time?
That was kind of my answer as well. What about you, Isaiah?
Gosh. So if you asked me this maybe a few more months ago, I would have been able to answer this really easily, but there's been like certain stuff that I've been really attempting to work on. Like if this were a few months ago, I would have been like, it's easily my inability to play off a co-commentator. I had a lot of trouble with that. But like I had been focusing on that super hard. I think what I personally have an issue with right now is recognizing what a person that I have yet to commentate with is about to do.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Quick enough.
Yeah.
Like, I can do it, don't get me wrong, eventually, but I would like to be able to do it at a faster pace. Okay. Because, for example, I commentated Grand Blue WNF with...
Osty, right?
Oh, yeah, with Osty. The other, a couple days ago, right? Or a week ago or some shit. I don't know time. We're in quarantine.
Yeah.
And we had never commentated before, right? But we had a similar style in my eyes, so we tried to speak at about the same time. So what I would do is I would change my, like, okay, I'm not going to speak here, right? But I think Austin had the same idea. So there would randomly be like a moment of silence, and I was just like, damn it! I thought I gave Austin like a moment there, just because like I had just got done making a point, right? So I was gonna let Austin do whatever, and like I think we were just too far on the same wavelength that we kept running into each other in a way, and like. It was good, don't get me wrong, but like it happened every now and then, and I was like, dang, I wish I was better at that so I could like make that not happen.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I do feel like I have a lot of areas that I need to fix. I have a lot of speech tics. One of them that Keats pointed out to me like 5 years ago, and I still haven't got rid of it yet, is that I end all my sentences with the word here and there. So I'd be like, oh, that was a nice combo there. Oh, you know what? He should have done this here, and he was like, you don't have to finish your sentences with those words. They mean the same without those words. And I was like, interesting. And I haven't been able to kill. I've been able to kill a lot of other verbal tics that I have, but that one. But I mean, even when I edit my own streams, like I'll hear myself. People started making fun of me because I would say et cetera all the time, or or for some unknown reason is another one that I used to say all the time.
Unbeknownst to me.
Yeah, I have a lot of verbal tics. I will say though that as a commentator, I think the thing that I do the best.
You said doo-doo.
You want to see some shit?
I put it on the God damn it, I'll do it.
Please no.
Dude, like the one thing that I think I do well, maybe the best out of I feel like all the commentators is that I feel like I play off of my co-commentator really, really well. It takes me very little time for me to get into the flow with them, and then I'll adjust how I commentate very quickly with whoever I commentate with. That's why if I'm with David or Sajam or like Yipes or Steve or whoever, like my style changes pretty quickly depending on that. So
yeah, that's good. I think that's a pretty important trait, to be honest. But I feel like it's also a lot easier when you've commentated with that person a lot. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, like the people you listed off are like regular commentating partners.
I mean, there's a lot of time. Like I still remember I did one of the Ronin Rumbles with Jay Beezy. And, just when Jay Beezy was starting, Jay Beezy doing Jay Beezy stuff, I kind of just went along with it, and I started
What does that mean? What is Jay Beezy stuff?
Have you ever listened to Jay Beezy commentary?
No.
Oh my Gherkins!
Well, I mean,
my
maybe,
Gherkins.
If I have, I've probably forgotten at this point.
There's a lot of,
You should just, enjoy it.
Two snaps up in Z formation.
Go peep sometime. Go watch, some Rumble.
But
that's a tough commentary matchup, especially if you're not familiar.
Yeah, but like I said, like I can play off it really well. Like I'll start referring to the things that they do, to what they talk about and stuff, and like the way Yipes and I work, it's like it's funny because I can start making puns or making certain jokes in a certain way because Yipes always calls them bars instead, and so it's like it changes. One of my favorite comments was that one time because someone called us the Bars Brothers, and so we're always like spitting bars and everything like that.
I like that a lot. The Blues Brothers,
yeah.
The bars, I like that.
And I'll say stuff, and he'd be like, "Yo, James, that's fire!" Blah blah blah, stuff like that and everything. And there was just one time at Evo this last year we were commentating, and I don't know how we started talking about going outdoors and camping or whatever like that. And, like, we were just talking about going outdoors and living outdoors and whatever, or living in the woods, and Yipes just looks at me, and he was like, so, do you know how to make a fire? Do you know how to make fire? And I was like, yeah, I just spit some bars. And, and Yipes was like, I was not ready for that. I was not ready. Like, he got up out of the chair and, like, walked away. He was like, I was not ready for that. Oh, man.
He asked you a genuine question. He was trying to go camping. And you're like,
but I mean,
godlike, actually.
Honestly, though, Brandon, do you have anything that you feel like you would fix on your, or you have anything that you kind of focus on that you would like to improve?
Look, man, I am the greatest of all time.
Get him, Brandon.
Everyone should model their commentary after mine. I'm the segue god. Who is Sajam? Or like Sajam?
Yo.
No, man, that's a tough question.
It is a tough question because you are so perfect.
No, that's not why. I'm trying to think about how I want to put it.
Okay.
I mean, that's what she said, but I'm.
I was really not gonna say it. But
I don't want to call them. I don't want to call them word ticks, but I have noticed that I will pick a phrase or something to stick to every commentary set.
Yeah.
And I don't know why the fuck I do it.
Yeah.
Because it's different every time.
Yep.
Every time I do a commentary set, it's different, but it's like a crutch that I lean on. I'll find a phrase or a word or something, and I'll lean on it, and I'll notice that, like, in a 2-hour commentary set, I'm like, damn, I said that thing like 13 times. Like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's yeah. I don't. It's a crutch. Like I will put crutches out for myself, or like, I don't know, like I'm like an old man with a walker, and I need to like, or like I broke my back or something. I need to
look. You don't know anything.
Learn how to hold myself up again.
You have no experience in that area, Tubo. I don't want to hear you talking about it. Okay, I can tell you about that.
I do.
Yes, yeah.
Oh dang! That's what
I do that. I don't like the that, what I just did right there. I don't like uhs and ums.
Oh,
so I've been working really hard to eliminate that from commentary.
I have,
but also not doing it so much that you don't sound like a human being. Like, there's lots of people who don't use filler words at all, and they just sound like robots to me.
You know
it's
what?
not realistic.
I've actually heard, you know, from talking about commentary and professional talking and stuff, that uhs are sometimes kind of good because they break rhythm and snap some people back into conversations a little bit.
Yes.
So
Interesting.
But you have to know when to do it.
Yeah. Like, I swear, whenever I edit my own streams, all I ever notice is that I'm always like, now! Blah, 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 blah. Like, whenever I want to bring up a new topic, I'm like, now! But, and, you know, and then also I do a lot. I make this noise, or I sniff a lot. I do that a lot, too.
I used to do that a lot as a kid. Like some kid in elementary school, was like apparently really annoyed that I did it after the end of every single sentence. But it was like, it was legitimately like a vocal, like I just had like a weird vocal tick or something. Like I don't know the actual term for it, but like I used to do that all the time. Whatever. I can't even make the noise anymore.
One of my friends always does the at the end of everything he says. It's interesting how we all have these tics. And now
everybody's got one.
Persia says that there's a new.
What that would be like to sleep with that guy.
What?
Can you imagine someone's dirty talking to you and they go after everything they say? I don't want to make fun of your friend, but I'm just like, oh yeah, baby. That would kill the mood so.
Don't make me think about
badly.
that. Don't make me think about that, please.
I'm worried that your friend. I'm worried that your friend actually has like a problem with like too much mucus in his like esophagus or something.
I mean, it could be
he's clearing his throat all the time.
It could be.
Like I know I do it a lot. But...
I do it too because I get a lot of that, you know, that phlegm or something like that. So
that old man phlegm.
Oh, I just remembered Brandon was talking about picking or not attempting to pick a word that he would lean on commentary or whatever. At Evo Japan, I didn't find this out until after. I didn't even realize I was doing this. Apparently, I said a grip of damage like every 3 seconds at Evo Japan. And I had no idea that I was just doing it all the time, right? Mm-hmm. And so like I get to Super TSB up in Jersey, and like I'm playing a dude in tournament, and after the match, he goes, "Hey man, I'm such and such. You know, I'm a big fan, especially at Evo Japan when you said a grip of damage." And I was like, did I say that a lot or something? And he was like, you said that every match. I was like,
I mean, that's where "Is It Gonna Kill" came from, right? I said that every freaking time, and I didn't even know. It's just, what the hell else are you supposed to say while you're waiting for someone to die?
James, that made me think of something.
Okay.
You just saying your catchphrase right now made me. I'm gonna say it now because it's on my brain. Why the fuck don't you have merchandise, dude?
Oh,
where are your t-shirts? Where's your Willie Kill shirt?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I know.
Come on, man.
I would definitely buy that.
Where's your Suck My Nuts Asshole shirt?
I was actually supposed to have one at the Tenno booth last year at Evo, but I just, like, it fell behind, and then it was supposed to be slated for this year, but now who knows what the hell is happening.
Damn it, dude.
So I'm probably going to create some myself, but also the Suck My Nuts Asshole shirt, though, like, because there's such kind of like a important story behind the history of that, like, I also just want to make sure that I can put out the story as well, you know, and kind of have it for a good cause kind of thing. So,
all right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man, you're missing out on a
100%
world of opportunity here.
I'm terrible at these kind of things, but that's like the worst thing, right? Like, I'm James. I'm like, you know, everybody knows me as the wholesome James, except for 2013 tweets and stuff like that. But like,
that's asshole.
I'm like known for all this stuff. And then what's my merchandise gonna be? Suck my nuts, assholes, and is it going to kill? You know, like these.
What do you think?
Perfect.
Generation Spacing, this is your rebirth, James. You are no longer PG James Chen. This is rated R James Chen.
All right, I'm down.
Yeah, the rated R superstar James Chen.
Because
Yeah, exactly.
when people subscribed to my chat, I used to say, like, suck my nuts, blah, you know, like someone subscribed, I'd be like, suck my nuts. And then on YouTube, someone's like, I wish you wouldn't say that because, you know, I want to point out my younger friends or whatever and, you know, all this stuff. And so now I actually have an alternate, which I actually just say Sigma nuts cat butts, basically, on there. Because
that seems worse to me.
Yeah, I feel like that's somehow worse.
Because I have a set of emotes for it now. Do you see? Sigma nuts cat butts. There you go. So,
oh my god.
I like the Sigma one.
Yeah. So,
but you know, I'm a Mega Man fan, so what are you gonna do?
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, actually, speaking of that.
And that, by the way,
actually just nuts. Wow.
Yeah, it's just mixed nuts. And shout outs.
This is my stick.
Oh dang! Look at you, Vile. So you're a Vile fan, huh?
Well, no, hold on. Look, if you look in the, I know it's backwards, but if you look in the letters, you can see 0 and X in his name.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't know how to line it up with the stream camera, but you can see it in Discord.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I would show my Mega Man X wall art right now, but I don't want to move the camera. So.
But I do want to give a shout outs to the amazing, of course, Irene Lee. You know, Irene Wiley. WaveChan.
Art on my wall. We talked about that before too.
She's the one who.
Mine is actually back there.
She's the one who actually drew me the cat butts because she's the resident cat artist, right? So there you go.
Yeah, Meowville versus, I can't even say it properly.
Meowville versus Capcom. Yep, that's right. So now Persia is spamming cat butts in my chat.
No, you showed her the way.
Because people would always comment on my cat's butts when they'd see it on stream. And then it was Andy OCR's wife, Angela. She was like, "You should make cat butt emotes," and I was like, "That's actually kind of genius." So there they are, and it kind of went with it, and it rhymes with the Sigma nuts cat butts. So you know.
So we just found out that Brandon actually does have Irene's artwork on his wall because I have that exact same Zero poster on mine.
Oh yeah.
Well, and I have the Meowville versus Capcom.
That's awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah.
See, when you were saying that when Irene was in the chat the other episode, I thought you were being facetious, right? Because
that's serious.
But like, because it was the way you presented the information that I was like, oh, he's being sarcastic.
Yeah.
But I guess now I know.
There you go. There's Irene's artwork. I just put the picture that you sent us onto the stream.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So there you go. There you see that right there.
On my wall.
Nice. Yeah, I have so much artwork from so many of the different artists in the FGC, and I don't know where to put all that stuff, you know.
It can be difficult when you already have like a lot of different paraphernalia, or you only have so much room in the first place. Like my wall is fucking overrun, dude. I can't put anything else on it. I think.
Oh man.
I don't think the stream can see any of my art, can they? I should.
They can see one thing. No, they can't on the stream. Sorry. In the Discord, I can see it, but.
Yeah,
okay.
Spider-Man over there. Damn, now I want to give a tour of all my art because now.
FTV Cribs.
And no one can see my artwork.
Which actually does remind me.
It's a voice thing, right? It's a podcast. Listeners can't see it anyway.
Which does remind me, actually, I haven't PayPal'd Irene the money for the artwork yet, so I'll do that.
I can't believe you.
Yeah, I'm being terrible.
Yo, this just in, everyone. Start tweeting it out right now.
Art thief.
You know what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tweet at her, "Suck my nuts, ass." No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah. No. But see, on this stream, I can say "suck my nuts, assholes" to all the people who subscribe to me. Although
why is this stream special?
Because
this is like the Unchained stream.
I can.
Isn't it? I feel like this was meant for us to be just like we could do what we want within a certain amount of reason. Yeah. Anyway.
Say the F word.
Oh God.
Friends.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
I do actually have to help my cat right now.
Because F is for
Are you
friends.
running away again? Did he
do
leave
stuff
again?
together?
Dude, my cat was on my cat tree and literally got his claws stuck, and he couldn't get off of it. And I was like,
That's the cat's fault. It's the evolution, James.
This is
natural selection.
Come on. Yeah, exactly. He'll never forget that lesson if you let him. I can't even say it. I can't even finish
Dude,
the sentence.
The cat got stuck on one of my DDR pads one time. I have like one of those, like the solid pads, and he got his claws stuck.
It's terrible.
Hooked on like one of the the plexiglass, and his feet couldn't touch the ground. So he was actually like in the air and like hooked like that. And I was like, no. And I had to go save him, dude. I felt bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
terrible.
Yeah. But since Persia subbed during the stream, I can say suck my nuts, Persia. But I mean, it sounds kind of weird, right?
Okay.
Sounds kind of weird, right?
Well, okay, so you saw what Persia put in the chat earlier, right? Like, as a woman, she needs to remove certain words from her vocabulary as a commentator, right? Like, so like that's like if you're talking about a female player on stream. Like we as men like say things a bit differently as well. Like, I don't know about you guys, because like there was a time at Anime Ascension where like one of our stronger Tsubaki players, Dio Spyros, she was on stream and she was mopping the floor or something. I can't fucking remember what match it was, right? But she had like 3 or 4 series of like really good like decisions, and like. I was like, Dio Spyros is looking amazing right now. And then I like paused for a second, thought about it. I was like, in terms of play. Because I was like, people are gonna misconstrue this, aren't they? Like, I couldn't figure it out. Like,
no, I mean, I kind of said that because one of the people that subscribed to my chat one time was their username on Twitch was Gohan's mom, and I actually said.
Gohan's mom, suck my nuts.
I was like, suck my nuts, Gohan's mom. And I was like, I should never say that again. But then everyone was like...
Chi-Chi, too, so it's even worse.
Look, man. Chi-Chi's cute, that's all I'm going to say.
I didn't even know, like, when I said that and everyone's like, no, Gigi. I was like, oh, so everybody actually knows who Gohan's mom is, huh? Okay.
How could you... Do you not know who Gohan's mom is?
I don't know if any character has a mom in that show, dude. I don't know anything about Dragon Ball.
Dude, your groan just sounded like a power-up sequence. In Dragon Ball.
How are we even friends right now? What the fuck? Did you even say that?
Gohan's mom is also Pokemon's dad.
Do you know that joke? There's an inside joke with me and Pokemon's dad or Pokemon's mom, because like we were joking about like lore and everything, and we were talking. I think we were like quizzing Sejam. We were like, do you even know who killed Chun-Li's mom or something like that, right? And we were like talking about, or Chun-Li's dad, I'm sorry. And then we were like talking about all this stuff. And then I tried to make the joke, look, I don't even know who killed Pikachu's dad, right? But I said Pokemon instead. So I said like, I don't even know who killed Pokemon's dad. So it came out way worse. And so from that point forward, everyone always like is like, but do you know who killed Pokemon's dad?
Dude, that's like, so good. I love that. Like that's actually amazing.
Now I'm actually gonna look up
Pokemon's dad?
No, Gohan's mom. Chi-Chi is her name, huh?
We said that.
Chi-Chi. Yeah, okay.
Do you even listen to us, James? Like, are we on here just for show?
Like, I thought you guys said Gigi, like the cat, like Matera's cat, Fairy's cat.
All I'm saying,
Fairy's cat. Sorry.
All I'm saying is, if Goku came up to me and was like, "Look, man, I really need you to bang my wife," I wouldn't say no. Is what I'm saying. Like, you suck my nuts, Gohan's mom. That's not the worst thing you can say. Is what I'm saying.
If who said you can bang my wife?
Goku. Goku is Gohan's dad, man.
Oh, okay.
Stick with me here, James.
So then who's Yu-Gi-Oh's mom?
Dude, I never watched a single episode of Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know what you nerds take me for. Right?
I did not know Goku was Gohan's dad. Okay, I did not know.
Are you serious?
I can't tell if he's being sarcastic.
Haven't you commentated Dragon Ball before?
I have not. I've only commentated it like twice.
I could have swore that you had at least at one.
I did it at one of the Sencal standoffs right when the game came out, and like never again.
all right, man. You know, I mean, you know, we have Brandon and myself can hold it down for you on the Dragon Ball fighter
I mean,
stuff.
it's one of the reasons why I don't commentate Dragon Ball, because I was like, you know what? I don't know the lore. I know all these people who do know the lore, so I'm just not even going to bother trying.
Rare.
What?
It's just rare to meet an adult male that's like under 50 years old, I feel, that doesn't know. Like, it's into the nerd shit that we are. That doesn't know this shit about Dragon. Like, this is basic Dragon Ball info.
It's
People
funny.
have never seen it before, but like, yeah, Goku is Gohan's dad. Like, yeah, I know that.
Dragon Ball is one of the most like well-known like anime series, even in people that don't watch like anime.
Right? Yeah, it's
here's the
extremely
thing.
popular.
Here's the thing. When I was in college, okay, so Dragon Ball has been around long enough that it's one of those things that, you know, it was kind of like Married with Children. When it started, everybody's like, what is this garbage? And then it lasted long enough that it became revered, right? When I was in college, everybody told me, don't watch Dragon Ball. It's like the popular anime that's actually shitty and people who don't know anime like it, but it's actually garbage and there's way better anime out there. That's what I was told when I was in college. But nowadays, everybody loves Dragon Ball, and Dragon Ball is like the most amazing thing.
I'm gonna put this out here right now, and this can be recorded, and people can bitch about me and this. Dragon Ball. There are better animes than both Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super, and there are a lot of them. Dragon Ball, and I'm gonna say this, and people are gonna be upset, is not that great. It's not bad. It's just not that great.
Look, here's another fact to go on top of that. Anime sucks. So
I think I have a T-shirt that says that.
like overall, anime is trash. And Dragon Ball is bad too. And that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I like Dragon Ball because it's nostalgia for me. And there are some animes I watch. Like I started watching My Hero Academia.
Great anime. Yes, good work.
The anime lover in chat feels attacked.
The majority of anime is not good, I feel. It's kind of like comic books. Most comics suck.
Yeah, okay.
Most comics are terrible, but the ones that are really great are special. Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah. That's how I feel anime is like. I mean, 98% of it is but the ones that are great are really fucking great.
I mean,
it's a personal preference thing, really.
Yeah, it's true of everything, right? That's how it is with everything. Almost everything is 98% garbage and 2% life-changing, right? I mean, like, it's funny because people assume because I like video games and all this stuff that I've always been into anime. Like, Olaf was incredulous that, like, I had, like, the first anime series I think I ever watched was Attack on Titan, you know? Like, that was because my ex
really watched Sailor Moon?
I didn't watch Sailor Moon, no.
What?
Yeah, and here's the thing. Growing up, one of the first animes I ever saw was Akira. And that traumatized me so much that I was, like, kind of stayed away from anime a little bit.
Wow.
But then I watched, like, for me, most of the anime I watched first was all, besides, you know, Street Fighter, that anime for Chun-Li in the shower and stuff like that. But,
James is wanking it to Chun in the shower.
Dude, I mean, I was in high school, dude. I mean, come on, dude. Seriously.
I completely believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, you were in high school before the internet was a thing. So
yeah, exactly.
That's fair. The only booby you got to see was an animated one.
But honestly, like, the Miyazaki was like the first animes that I watched, you know, where it was like Spirited Away. Then I watched, you know, what was the other ones I watched? You know, Howl's Moving Castle, all these other stuff. So, I mean, I got exposed to Miyazaki early, and that really kind of sets the bar high when it comes to anime.
Yeah, it does.
That's fair.
But I mean, since then, I did go back and watch Death Note because my best friend insisted that I watch it. I actually like the live action movies better because I like the way the ending worked more in the live action.
The Netflix one or the like the original Japanese?
Oh God, not the Netflix one. No. The Japanese.
I mean, I'm just asking.
Clarify.
the Japanese live action movie. Yeah.
No, I just had to check.
Yeah. Then I have. Well, I've only seen the first season too of Attack on Titan, but I obviously I've watched all of High Score Girl. I don't know if Agretzko counts, but Agretzko's amazing.
Agretzko's great. Agretzko's
so
great.
Good.
Does Agretzko count? I guess
It counts as an anime.
It's definitely an anime.
It hits so close to home for me. Just having somebody stuck at a job that they hate and like all this. Oh God,
it hits so close to everyone.
Yeah, seriously.
That's his life in a capitalistic country.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I'm still a big fan of Last Airbender as an anime, despite the fact that it's not an anime.
I mean, if that counts, I could add that one to the list too. So.
Man, you know what? Now, since we're talking about TV, have you guys seen Dave?
I have not. No.
I don't know what that is. I don't even know what that is.
Watch. Good. Go. Do you have Hulu? Go watch it.
No, I don't. I don't have any. I actually use my sister's Netflix account if I watch things. I don't watch anything.
I'm gonna give you a link to watch some stuff.
That's the one with the billboards of the guy crawling out of the boxers, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
So he looks like a penis. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
Fuck.
Hold on, the movie one. Sorry.
Are my cats causing problems?
Yeah, no. Dave is a super dope show. If you guys have not watched it, super dope. Go watch it. I don't even want to just watch a damn show.
It's like when we were like, please watch The Good Place, and we can't say anything else.
Yes.
I'll get there eventually.
I could say stuff about Dave, but you should just go watch it. Fantastic TV show.
I already wanted to watch The Good Place, so I have a higher chance of watching that over Dave right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
And you have your sister's Netflix account for that too, so.
That's right. Yeah, I just gotta ask her the information because I have not logged into it in like 6 years. What's up, Renato?
And James Chen has cable still because he's 90. So.
I thought he got rid of his cable package.
He did. I'm just always gonna make fun of having it.
Dude, I think cable is pretty convenient if you can afford it, but like that's if you can afford it.
I mean, for me, it was valuable because, like I said, I always just used to sit there and watch the tennis channel all the time. So, seriously, dude, why are you laughing at the tennis channel?
Because you're such an old person.
Tennis is a great sport, man.
I'm not saying it's a bad sport. I'm saying you're an old person.
That is the whole point of this podcast, is that I am the old guy.
I don't understand how having cable makes you an old person. I really don't.
Having cable, old people stuff. Having cable just to watch tennis, very old people stuff. Just so they can watch their program. That is some old people stuff right there.
Dude,
the latter I will give you. The having cable just to watch tennis, I will give you. Having cable, I don't feel like it's an old person.
How many young people do you know have cable? Like very.
Bro, I don't know. Do you think I talk to people? I don't have any friends. Like, have you spoken to me? Like,
of every week for the past 4 out of 5. Yeah, fucking 5 out of 6 weeks. Yes.
I mean, isn't Kyle P your friend? You could ask him, right?
No, okay, hold on.
Natural born enemy.
Let me DM Kyle real quick. Hold on.
If you were a Dragonball fan, I would say Kyle P is the Goku to Ebonic Plague's Broly.
That wouldn't mean anything to me.
Damn, dude, I'm a badass. Broly's hella strong. Like,
dude, anime lover. I almost had satellite TV at one point in time, but it just didn't work in my house, so I didn't have it in the end. I mean, look, one of the reasons why I actually watched the tennis channel was it's actually relevant and fascinating because it got basically turned into a stream for them. Like, when you watch the tennis channel, the commentators were never shown on camera, so you know they're commentating either from their home or from, like, whatever random offices that they had. They would run ads on the screen like we did in streams and everything, and they had a big set of commentators, and you could hear them sometimes, like, have weird, pairing problems, like they didn't work very well. Sometimes it was solo commentary. It was actually weirdly relevant to watch. I don't know.
Their budget like we are.
Yeah.
This is the highest quality podcast right here, alright?
I'm not talking about bonds, I'm talking about FGC in general. Commentary is real low budget compared to what, like,
Absolutely
Hot League and Overwatch League and the Riot commentators. Those dudes have fucking teleprompters and people in their ear, and fucking I have fucking Hanzo Gonzo telling fart jokes in my ear.
Yeah, we have people in our ear. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
I have
fucking
I have
Hanzo Gonzo
Spencer
and
for
fucking
getting.
Dude,
I have
I-
Spencer forgetting to turn off his mic.
Yeah, fucking
while we're
Spencer
commentating.
couldn't turn off his
I was
mic.
about to make that
So
comment
fucking
about Spencer.
drunk
Dude.
out of his mind. Yeah,
Hey,
this is what we deal
Callisto
with.
is a goddamn professional, and I love
No,
him.
he is. Ryan is a fucking legend.
Dude,
But if you have never done top 8 commentary, if you've never commentated on one of his streams, he may have been a little under the influence.
I think Ryan is probably the second. Ryan's stream is probably the second most I've commentated on. Because
really?
he's always doing plays with me.
I'll say, yeah.
oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So I have encountered drunk Ryan every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But for those of you who are watching or listening to this podcast right now, if you ever hear a commentator that's talking, and then they start to slow down or they stop,
Yep.
it's probably because they had something abruptly happen in their ear.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody was like trying to say something, they forgot to turn off their push talk or whatever.
I can't remember if
Fucking
I
Sag
told.
comes on the mic, hey, take a stab.
I can't remember if
I've
I
never
told
heard
the
that.
story before, but maybe a decade ago or something like that, ESPN had a reality show for the next Sports Center broadcaster. And they
Did they
were
really?
Yeah, and they were showing some of the stuff that they had to do, and like one person was on SportsCenter and they were trying to do it, and you could hear everything in their ear. And so the guy's talking, and then someone all of a sudden is like, actually, we're changing the script. We're gonna run to the Nuggets game that's going overtime. Like they were pretending stuff, and the guy on the SportsCenter had to keep talking and not react to it and stuff. And I watched that, and I was like, my God, like that's crazy. They have to do that. That's so hard. And now, fucking, we're doing that. You know,
It's like
on
every day.
our fucking budget ass FGC streams, and I'm like, that's wild that that we're actually doing this shit now. It's crazy, but it's cool though. It's really cool, and you know, you like. I always hate it because like sometimes I'll commentate with newer commentators and they don't realize nobody can hear them or hear those people, and they'll just stop talking. Like they're in the middle of saying something like blah blah blah, and then they start talking and I'm like, don't stop, and then they're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, no, okay, and then and I'm like, no. Oh man.
Yeah. That's
You get used to it after a while, but the first time you hear it, it's kind of jarring. You're like, I'm like, I can't, my brain can't do both at the same time. I don't.
You almost hope your co-commentator hears it and does whatever is being asked of us. Oh man, God, still can't believe it took us that long to actually be able to finally commentate together. Me and Tubo, like this
dude,
year.
That was just fate. It was just we never commentated the same game at the same time.
Have I commentated with you before, Isaiah?
Soul Calibur and Texas Showdown.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Okay, cool. Nice. Oh man.
That was the only time we've ever done it, I believe.
James, you know what I also thought about?
What's that?
We commentated the only Samurai Showdown top 8 major
Of this year.
of the year, maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because after Evo, there wouldn't be any more SamSho majors for the year, right? Like that kind of would have been it.
Probably,
So,
Wait, that was at Frosty's, right?
yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Evo Japan, right? Would be the next one.
Was that it? That was before.
That was directly after. It was directly
Was
after.
it right after?
It
thought
was
before.
right after. It
Or
was
directly after?
right after. Yeah. No.
I don't
No. Wait. Shoot.
No, it's 100% right
Okay,
after
okay.
because the reason I remember is because I was speaking to the Grand Blue people at Frosty about how I may or may not be going to Evo Japan, and it was in like 2 weeks.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, that's true. The Samurai Showdown happened at Evo Japan as well. So there you go. Well, we did the only one that was in America. How's that?
Yeah,
You guys did the only one that mattered.
Exactly. With Didi Mokov and that amazing,
Man, that
crazy
was so good.
last set, dude, was so good.
Didi Mokov plays SamSho?
Oh yeah.
Does he play this guy? He's only the best.
He was.
Okay, well, I don't follow SamSho, so I guess that's probably why I didn't know.
I figured. Yeah, no, he's really good. He's like top 5 in the world, probably.
That's sick. That's like godlike, actually.
Yeah, I did not get to meet Sakurai at Evo Japan. I did not.
Neither did I.
Neither did I, because I was not there, assholes.
It was
Go suck my nuts, assholes.
It was such a great tournament. It was so fun, and like it was great. Japan is awesome, and if you haven't been there, God, man, I feel bad for. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, you must be some kind of loser who have never been flown out to Japan.
Yeah,
maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Yeah. Hey, I
feel like such an asshole now.
I know, right? Like, it's like we're trying the Kyle P joke version this time, but now it actually is hitting real home, and now we're like, damn, we shouldn't have done
the
this.
whole ass virus, like this.
Yeah, this shit sucks, dude. Will you ever get to go to Japan in your lifetime? Who knows?
It's like a legit thing at this point. Like maybe not.
I think it will. You know what? I'm confident enough to say 100% you will get to Japan at some point in time within the next few years.
It's definitely not this year.
Not this year.
Let's tell you right now. It's definitely not this year.
Oh, shout outs to Colombia. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? How much Spanish?
Mario.
How much Spanish do you guys know?
I took Spanish for 8 years.
Very little.
Oh, you took Spanish for 8 years?
I took Spanish for 8 years.
Dude, so you can do Ebonic Plague, and you can also be Spanish Plague as well.
No, I can't. I'm gonna tell you right now. No, I can't.
No, okay. You're Ebonic.
I remember a bit of it, but not enough to like to commentate a full match of it, kind of deal.
Gotcha.
I actually used it to. Do you remember the game Omen of Sorrow, right?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So like I have a copy of that on my PS4 right now, but the people were based out of
Chile.
Either Chile or Mexico.
It's Chile. It's Chile. Mm-hmm.
And so I used my Spanish to get to the booth and get to play and cut the line at Evo before the game came out.
Nice. Okay.
So like I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh shit, I can't remember some words, right? And so the dude's like, the dude knows that my Spanish kind of sucks. But he's not like telling me that that like he speaks English. He's just letting me roll.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And so like, eventually I hit a wall, right? And I'm just like, I can't remember the phrase here. And he's just like, okay, let's speak in English. And his English is like fucking perfect. And I'm like so mad.
Get bodied.
I'm sure it was the guy in the curly hair, right? Felipe. I'm sure it was Felipe. Yeah.
Yep.
See, I know enough.
That one guy is his handle.
Yes.
That one guy is his handle.
I know enough Spanish to say that I don't remember a lot of words. No recuerdo muchas palabras. That's like I can say that much, but that's like all I can do right now. But when you live in SoCal, you kind of always have to know a little bit of Spanish,
No, it's totally fair.
When you live in
like if you live in like South Texas and SoCal and that kind of area.
When you live in Los Angeles, right? Not Los Angeles. Come on, guys. You don't go visit San Pedro. It's San Pedro. Come on.
Okay, I don't know anybody that says it like the first way you said it. Even white people don't say it like.
Dude,
or at least maybe I'm wrong.
There are a lot of people here who still say San Pedro, and it drives me nuts, dude.
I've never heard somebody pronounce it Pedro,
dude,
in my entire life.
Like I'm not even Latino or Spanish or Mexican, and it triggers me when I hear people say that, dude.
Holy shit, my mind is blown right now, dude.
We're gonna go to San Pedro and get some jalapenos.
Yeah.
And right after that, we're gonna go do wheelies in our trucks.
Yeah, actually, if somebody could do a wheelie in their truck, I kind of want to see that.
That's actually pretty baller.
If you pull that, let me see that shit.
I mean, isn't that monster truck rallies or something?
Basically, yeah.
Well, but like monster trucks have like a way to do, like they have better like suspension and stuff like that, right? Like whereas like a regular ass truck that you're gonna buy at a normal ass dealership, there's no way you're popping a wheelie in that motherfucker. Like,
and the hydraulics, man. Come on, pimp my truck. Let's go.
I mean, yeah. If you add the components to do
I
so,
still want to see it.
Shout outs to Zorine out there.
I would like to see that.
Shout outs to Zorine.
Yo, the young raid.
Yeah. What's going on, Z? What's going on? Raid. think she just finished.
Just like Raid Shadow Legends, which sponsors generate. No, I'm kidding.
Oh man!
All right, say Jam.
What?
That's definitely the best joke. Just like whatever segue, no matter how good or bad it is, just like, all right, say Jam.
Any segue.
And it's funny too.
All right, Stephen Lyon, we get it.
What is going on with Moist on Team Zorine here? What is this Moist?
That's a terrible word.
Moist is a terrible word. It's a
terrible word.
It's an awful...
I can't get moist.
All right, guys, I take it back. I know what my problem on commentary is. What I can fix. I can use the word moist 100 more times per commentary set. I'm gonna really work on that. I'm really gonna work on that, guys.
It's not happening.
We're gonna say moist more on commentary.
Moist. Is it like when people challenge David to say, like, what did they make him say? I can't even remember. It was like
there's been many things that I have texted David that he had to say on commentary, and he does it every single fucking time.
Like corner
in Evo top 8, and I'll text him, and damn sure enough, he'll say whatever the fuck I said.
Jesus.
Bro, I remember when he was commentating Third Strike, and this was it was either Third Strike or Street Fighter 4, and the dude's name was Bukkake, and he did Yun Lun Punch, right? And it connected and killed. It was like one of those guard string. I'm gonna be +1 lunge punches instead of like trying to kill, but it ended up killing, right? And what fucking David says is, "And Bukkake coming right all over his face," or something like that.
He said, and Bukkake comes right, like comes at his face or something like that.
Or something like that.
And I'm gonna tell you this right now, 100% he didn't mean to do that. 100% because after he said it. You'll hear us go completely dead silent on commentary because we look at each other and we're like, oh my God, did that just happen? And like, we both don't know what to, like, we both don't even know what to say. Like, you hear it, like, because both of us, like, if it was wrong, like, we would have just started laughing and dying. And the worst thing about it is, it was Matt Dahlgren, who worked for Capcom at the time, who pulled that match onto stream.
Why?
Because
he's putting a man named Bukkake on stream.
Nobody was pulling matches, and so somehow he got roped into it, and he was like, "You guys come up," and like one of them was named Bukkake, and David was like, "Oh," and Bukkake comes right at his face, and like I said, if you listen to that clip, we both go dead silent afterwards because both of us look at each other like, "Oh shit," and like, quick, keep talking, someone say something. It was like
there is a go ahead, James. Sorry, I'm talking.
No. One of my coworkers, I think I talked about him before. My ex-coworkers, who's gay, like we were talking and stuff like that. And he was one of those really flamboyant guys who would make really inappropriate comments, and so his brain was always kind of in that way. Well, he wrote the back end for a server program that we had, right? And so he was always collecting all the data and everything. I wrote the UI portion of it, and I would be sending him logs all the time. And we were in a meeting one time, and I was like, I have to figure out how to insert logs into your back end. Like in a meeting, I said this, and like as soon as I said it, I knew I got it, and I knew he got it. And the two of us had to make sure we did not look at each other at all because we were both about to just burst out laughing so bad that after I said it, both of us were like, don't look at the other guy. Don't look at the other guy. I don't know if anybody else caught it, but as soon as I said it, the two of us were like, shit, like, don't.
And no one in the room met eyes the entire rest of the meeting.
Yeah. It was so bad, dude.
Man, I think that's how you say your name.
Erkman?
Oh, Erkman.
No, it's not Eric. It's ERKIC.
Yeah.
That is not Eric.
Oh, that's my black. I'm sorry.
Yeah, jeez. Anyways, that was David. I would anything that David said has been really inappropriate from me, and he'll twist it into a way where he gets away with it. And speaking of, this is not from me, but my favorite thing that David has ever said on commentary that he did not mean to say. And he will tell you to this day he didn't say it, but he definitely did. You can find it. It's on YouTube. I think Cool Kid was playing
I know exactly.
The big fuck.
Abigail. Yeah.
He's playing Abigail. And David's like losing his shit because, you know, he loves big, dumb, stupid characters like Abigail. And he's like, oh man, just keep on riding that big Canadian cock. And David will tell you he said Canadian car. But you can play that shit 100 times over. And David said, keep riding that big Canadian cock.
So he said, yeah, keep riding that big Canadian cock. Like that. Like he said it like that.
Dude, he meant penis.
No, he said car. He said car. I will vouch for him.
It is cock. I will die on this hill.
Okay, yeah. I must have missed this one. And
when I heard it, I was crying laughing, and I texted him immediately. Do you know what you just said?
Dude, everybody heard that. Everybody heard it that way, dude. Oh god.
That was the greatest thing to ever happen to commentary.
Oh my god.
That right there.
So that's why James barely gets the Street Fighter gigs now.
Yeah.
I mean David barely gets the Street Fighter gigs now. That's why it happened.
Capcom was like, all right, we got to get rid of this guy.
No more Canadian cocks for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god. He was trying to say car, you know, because he's like vroom vroom blah blah and all that stuff. But oh god. It's too, because I was there. I didn't hear him say. I heard him say car. I didn't react to it.
I and the rest of the world, we know what we heard.
Oh, did someone actually put it on? Oh god.
Oh, that's the link and everything?
Oh my.
Well,
oh no, this is the.
You have to play it now.
No, this is the Bukkake one. This is the.
Bukkake.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not timestamped though.
Yeah, it's not timestamped. If someone
it was the very last match. It was the very end.
Yeah, if someone can actually find the timestamp for me, then I can.
Right there, drain him halfway down. Soothsayer now on all the roll.
Wow, goes low.
Yeah, what a turnaround here for Soothsayer.
Yeah, what happened?
That was beautiful, but you can link after that. But
James
missed it.
it.
Yeah, maybe a recovery chance now has the corner.
No, there it is.
It's in his old
coming back.
It's at the end of his old commentary.
Over Bukkake. Good stuff to him. Great adjustments.
Oh, they up the timestamp.
Does anybody have a timestamp in the chat? Oh, someone says time 370. Time 370. Okay,
they put a link in chat.
Okay.
Peter 061.
Gotcha. Here we go.
But yeah, that was the infamous Bukkake incident.
Yeah, like listen to us and you'll hear us both just stop for like 1 or 2 seconds.
Should have went into the shoulder. Maybe we'll get a red focus combo end the round.
He did start it with a jab. I don't know that he would have killed. Wow, comes right into Bukkake's face.
I wasn't ready for it. Like I knew you were playing it, but I wasn't ready for it.
But did you hear how long it took us for us to say something? And my response is, all right.
Moving along.
Oh, comes right into Bukkake's face.
Nice. Nice.
All right. Starting the round.
Like
it took so long.
We didn't say anything for so long because we were looking at each other and going, "Oh my God, what just happened here?"
Interesting. David and James love Bukkake porn.
Oh man.
Good. You know, we were having a nice wholesome stream up until somebody said moist, and now we're talking.
About Bukkake porn. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Coming in faces.
This is the worst.
we're gonna not, if we don't get canceled by the government, we're getting canceled somehow.
We almost did.
I'm still like freaked out. Like what happened to your internet? Like,
dude, I swear to God, Mercury is in retrograde or some stupid shit like that. Like everything was not working in my stream station at one point in time. Like everything just like was like broken for no reason. I couldn't play Granblue to try out Zooey because like I turned it on, I started trying to play Granblue and it just would crash every time it started up. And I was like, what the heck? And then I tried streaming and Twitter wasn't working and stuff. I had to delete Granblue and reinstall it just so I could try Zooey. It was weird.
It actually fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Did you actually try Zooey? Like,
Yeah, I did actually, and she seems like a character I might want to try to play. Actually,
really?
So.
Well, she's not. I don't think she's low tier, James. I don't know how long you're gonna play her.
I don't want to do that anymore. That's why I don't want to play Luane.
And she's also going to be popular.
Yeah, she is going to be
true,
popular.
yeah.
That's the hard part right there, honestly. I mean, is there a character who's actually kind of decent but not popular in that game right now?
The cast isn't that big, so
Right.
everybody's played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's relatively pretty well balanced, so.
Yeah.
Vasaraga is probably that character.
Okay.
Not a ton of people play, I guess.
Percival. Actually, that's true. I don't see a lot of Percivals out there.
Yeah, but Percy's real good. You're not going to want to play him just based on that alone.
Wait,
I feel like I see more people play Percival than I do Vasaraga personally,
Okay.
but that that's just me, right?
Percy's way better.
I mean,
that's why, for sure.
What about like Zeta, Narmaya at this point?
Narmaya,
I guess Narmaya, yeah.
most popular. I think she's like the most popular character.
Oh,
for
really?
casual.
Jeez. Okay. I thought her.
She's big booby girl, dude. She's like waifu character.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, dude.
that's true.
That's the character I play.
Zeta's not played that much, but she's pretty good.
Yeah, she's good
She's
now.
being played more now that she got buffed.
Yeah, she did get buffed. She is more popular.
Charlotta's
Charlotta.
like slowly going down in
My
popularity.
girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought that that dragon mechanic seemed really interesting. Like you could do a lot of like kind of cool things with it and stuff. So
I have some really dope anti-Zoe tech that I'm not sharing with anyone. I have some really, really dope shit
Nice.
against her dragon setups.
okay.
I hope it works.
I know for a fact it works. I've used it in matches already, but I'm not
Okay.
telling anyone.
But if you've used it in matches already, that means people know.
I've only used it against friends that are just like my close pals. But I know for a fact that my tech dunks on her dragon setup, most of her dragon setups.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so she has negative edge lightning. She's got dragon, which can be which comes out a little bit later. H version does 2 lasers. She's got a
She's
lot
got dust
of
loops.
shit actually. Her 5U actually hits behind her. And that's the power charge, right? She charges up the dragon bar
Oh
with
yeah.
5U, and it actually hits behind her when it activates. It's not even. It's like a full 360-degree hitbox. It's kind of wild.
Oh weird.
Because like if you're trying to like punish it, right? Like you don't want to get hit by the
Right.
activation. Like some people were trying to like cross it up, so they're like, I'll jump behind it. That way she won't be able to hit me,
Right.
and they would just get counter hit.
Gotcha. I mean, I'm seeing all these combos now where people actually like cancel into the charge and then keep attacking or something like that. Or...
Yeah, that's like a standard thing with her. She can,
at that point, it's like a B&B, I think,
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
It's like part of the B&B.
Yeah, I haven't looked at a lot of
just
this.
auto combo into 5U, forward U, or forward L, and you
Yeah,
get the full
yeah.
combo.
But I mean, that doesn't do much damage anyway.
No,
though,
it's just to build dragon meter.
Yeah. Oh, does the burst build a bunch of meter as well?
Yeah, hitting someone gives you like 35% or something like that. That's a big chunk.
Okay. Gotcha.
If you're playing the character, though, one thing to watch out for is her dragon bar goes down when you're in a hit stun.
Yes.
So against characters with like really long combos, like say Beelzebub hits you in the corner, your dragon meter's gone. It's
Right.
it's fucking
if
gone.
your dragon's out already, right? If you haven't called it doesn't drain. But if the dragon's out, it
Correct.
just keeps draining the whole time. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just she seemed like she had some cool tech and stuff. But if she does end up
Definitely a cool character.
if she ends up being too popular, we'll see.
I don't know. I think she's going to be very popular. I think we're going to see a lot of her until either something is figured out that like maybe she's not as strong as she currently seems, or maybe she's too difficult for most people to play, kind of deal.
I mean, if
I know that happened to a lot of people with like Narmaya, for example. It's like they play well. I mean, people also for some reason thought she was the worst character in the game when she came out. But
Right.
The people that didn't think that played her for a little while, and then like they're like, I can't execute this character; it's too hard, or whatever, and they stopped.
I mean, I think people would probably learn how to fight Zooey really well if, some selfish person out there wasn't like, save that shit for nationals that he's never going to play.
Everybody can hold that shit.
Anyway, so,
I thought about posting it on Twitter, but I figured I would like post it up, and then people would be like, "Oh, okay," and they really wouldn't think about it. And then like 2 months later, someone else would post it up, and it would blow up. And I don't want to be that guy like I fucking showed this 2 months ago.
But
So
see,
I'm
if
just
you
gonna let
don't put
people
it
figure
out
on their
there,
own.
I mean, so inevitably someone is going to figure it out if they
Right.
haven't
No,
already,
it's
and you
not
just
like
haven't
this
like even
fucking.
seen it.
It's not like this like super secret fucking Konami code I'm putting into the game or anything.
But
It's literally a function of my main character that a lot of people probably aren't going to think about until they actually see it happen.
but wouldn't you be mad then when someone does post it up and then you can't say you
No,
have
I
proof?
don't care about that. I don't.
No, we have video evidence that he came up with it.
That's
already.
true.
That's true too. But you know, somebody
It's
can just do
here.
anything at that point, right? Anyway,
Renato, no, they're not playing Mario Party. They're playing, you know the if you ever play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, there's a command board. It's like Fortune Street. If you've ever heard of that game, it's basically
okay.
just Monopoly.
I thought
But
it was
Kingdom
like
Hearts.
I thought it was like a tactics game or something like that, you know.
Yeah, no, it's basically just Monopoly.
Oh man.
Easiest way for me to put it.
what's up with your drum set?
In the back,
that's right.
I don't know if the stream can see it, but they can see probably the drum brain. But it's right there. Like, can I?
I mean, I can move the camera view a little bit so they can see. Oh, okay, you can also do that. That's so cool, though. By the way, good shit on that. I mean, I've always
Yeah, good shit on that. I purchased it with money. It took a lot of skill.
no, but I mean, just like to even want to go and just practice that because like it's one of those things that I've always kind of wanted to learn drums. I always loved the rock band drums, and I've always been a percussion kind of guy.
So I played the drums in my alternative high school. For our after school it was like an actual like band and not like a school band where it's like 70 different people kind of deal. It was like 4 or 5 of us. And I was one of the 2 drummers.
So you have experience already then.
Yeah. Not a lot though is what I was trying to get at.
Okay.
Was that like I have experience, but it's not like a ton, right?
Okay.
So one of the things that I wanted to do with the drum set was just get back into it. Since it had been a number of years, but it's I don't know, like there's some things you just don't forget, I guess. But there's a lot of stuff I'm like recognizing that like, oh shit, I actually just don't know anything. It's like the low floor, high ceiling kind of deal.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it was always one of those like my brother had like a real like synthesizer, so he would just sit there and like try to write his own music and stuff like that. And I was always the one that would lay down the percussion track for all the stuff that he would write. So I was always
it's really cool actually.
I was always I've always liked percussion. It was just one of those things I always enjoyed. So yeah, a drum solo intro. There you go. You're gonna write.
I mean, I guess we could. I don't really know what like you would. I guess we could talk about it, but I don't know what you would want.
That's up to you. It's all about your creativity, man. Your vision for generations.
That's the thing is, I am not a creative man.
James, you were supposed to be the content creator of this trio. That was
you actually are the content creator of this trio.
That was your deal.
I have put out very little content, and most of it is not very good.
Do you want me to make like a theme song, like whatever
I told you I
happened
my boy
to
Mike to make one. He was in the band
predictability?
too.
What's that?
My boy Mike, I told you, he offered to make this one.
Oh, there you go. I was just like I said, I was just gonna use the Full House song, because
Oh hell yeah!
That wouldn't get copyright stricken.
no, not at
No,
all,
not at all.
I definitely do the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song at karaoke. Okay.
Let's get it.
Yeah,
Let's get it.
and not only that, but I also do the full version too. With the extra verses in there.
Ooh, first class. Yo, this is bad. Drinking
Yeah,
out of a champagne glass.
I begged and
Yeah,
pleaded
see, I
with her
fucking know
day
it
after
too.
day,
Don't
but
even-
she packed my suitcase and she sent me on my way. She gave me a kiss
Yes,
and then she gave me a
I-
ticket and she
I'm
put my
out of this
Walkman
one.
on
I
and said I might
understand
as
you're
well
white.
kick it.
I'm out of this one.
Come on,
I
dude.
understand. You're white, Brandon. We get
No,
it.
I feel like more white people would know the full version. Honestly, that is not like a the hood thing. Coming from the hood. That's not a thing. to know
Oh,
the
you're
full
right.
version.
I did sing the Family
Will Smith
Matters
is
theme.
the most hood. Okay.
Actually, Say No Waves is right. I did sing the Family Matters theme, not the Full House theme.
Wow, James.
But I mean, they're all
Family
kind of
Matters
the
theme, okay.
they're all kind of the same idea anyway, right?
I mean,
It's
yeah, they
just
really
like
are. Those 90s sitcoms are very cut paste.
Imagine a massive losing streak. Close your eyes and let the drumming flow. That would be for me. And once I get the losing string, it would just be... God damn it, stupid character! You know, that's basically would be my...
Lucia sucks.
Drum solo, basically.
Why is she like this? If she just had this one thing, she'd be so competitive.
It's so dumb that Cammy is so good.
That is honestly a way worse complaint now that you bring that up.
But I don't complain
James
about
complains
that.
This character is too good.
I've
No,
never
he
complained.
complains about the character being linear, not like
She's
too
boring.
good.
She's boring. She's good, but she's boring. Come on.
And like I am in a huge agreement that character is boring as shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think she's exciting, but for a very long time in Street Fighter V, a lot of the shit that was effective was not exciting.
Yeah, that
was just the game. That wasn't Cammy's fault. That's how the game was designed.
Yeah, season 1, season 2.
That's the worst part too, because that was when I liked it the most. When it was the most, which is weird because I play anime games and like Marvel and shit. So it was weird that I liked Street Fighter V Season 1 so much, because that was like the most boring fucking iteration of Street Fighter. Like it was just. It
might have been so different from what you're like used to playing.
Yeah, it could be.
I just felt like I just felt like when I lost, I was getting outplayed in that version of the game. You know
Who did you use? Who did you use?
I was a Karen player.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I mean, yeah, if you lost the Season 1 Karen, you did.
I mean, Chun-Li was the only character that beat her, so...
I mean, Karen was at least kind of interesting because she had, like, the just frame Tenkos and stuff like that, you know? So she was actually... I mean, like, literally, I turn on training mode, and I picked Cammy when I was playing Cammy, and I stared at training mode, and then I turned the game off. Like, there was literally nothing to practice with that character. She was so goddamn boring. It was crazy. Oh, God. And now with, like, Lucia, like, I'm just labbing shit all the time. She has so many things to try and do, and she's super fun. I really like that character.
But you know what else is fun, James?
Winning?
God.
Raid Shadow Legends.
So,
I'm sorry. I always have to stick that in there whenever I can. It's so good.
To be honest, Lucia's not a bad character. She's actually a pretty decent character.
No, I know that because you think she sucks, therefore she's top 5.
God damn it. That's not true.
That is true, James.
That is not true. Besides Cammy in Street Fighter 4.
That's all it needs. That's all it needs. That's like when Justin said Dudley was going to be top tier and Adon sucks. Now Justin knows nothing about fighting games forever.
Oh, or when Justin Wong said the only thing you needed to do to win in Vanilla Marvel 3 was play Sentinel. That shit upset me so bad. I'm still to this day upset about that shit.
That was the thing, yeah. Like
he got a terrible character nerfed. Everyone thought Sentinel was one of the best characters in the game of Vanilla Marvel 3 for some godforsaken reason.
If James Chen thinks a character sucks, that character is good.
Name me another example besides Cammy in Street Fighter 4.
Lucia in Street Fighter 5.
I have already said that I don't think she's actually bad.
What can I... See, I would have to, like... I think I would have to, like, sit down and actually, like, pick your brain and hear what you think about characters from multiple games before I could, like, answer that question.
Okay,
Because it's not like I listen to every stream you've ever done.
Let's take care of it right now. James, what were your thoughts on Cammy in Street Fighter 4 in 2010?
In 2010? Was that when AE had come out by then?
No, that was just Super.
Super?
That was Super Cammy, the best version.
I thought that she had trouble opening people up because... because I didn't understand how it worked exactly, but I thought she was super fun, so...
Oh, man. I'll never stop making fun of you.
She was fun until she lost Tiger Knee Cannon Strike. So even in Vanilla and then Super, she was still actually kind of fun, but as soon as they took that away, then she became boring as shit. And then that's kind of when I doubled down on how bad she was, because they took away all the fun stuff. But I didn't realize they buffed all the boring shit, dude. Oh, Saberwolf. Oh, God. Don't oh, not Saberwolf, Sabertooth. Unless you're talking about Saber.
KI.
I play Wolf. Well,
Oh,
I didn't play
I see.
Wolf in the 1KI tournament I entered, but I play Wolf in KI.
The two characters that interest me the most in KI, if I picked it up right now, which I actually am planning to do at some point, are Hisako and Aganos. Aganos, just because the character design is just so sick. Like, the way that he plays is just such a cool idea. And then Hisako, because, I mean, she's a fucking ghost girl, and it's super awesome, and I love her.
You would like Shin Hisako more.
There's a Shin Hisako, huh?
Yeah, I think you would like her more. I think you would like her a lot, actually.
What's the difference?
In lore or how they play?
How they play.
Shin Hisako is a Fireball Rekka character.
Ooh.
That has a tracking chicken wing that also allows her to teleport either in front or behind people at her whim.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she does. And she has an uppercut. She's like a teleporting Feilong with a fireball.
Okay. All right. That sounds pretty good.
She's really cool. She has the best backdash in the game.
Okay.
She has really good buttons. Yeah, she's a really dope character.
Okay.
And super underplayed and underexplored.
In PNW we have one of the better Shin Hisako players.
Okay.
Actually, to my knowledge, anyway. I don't know if
there's like three. So if he or she plays Shin Hisako, they're one of the best.
Because, like, here's the thing. You know, Lancelot says this, and David told me the same thing, that Hisako is like Makoto. And
Hisako is similar to Makoto.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play Makoto, but I was never good at Makoto because Makoto has to be good and unpredictable, and I fall into patterns too easily and stuff. And so
you can't do that with Hisako. She really makes up that.
And so now hearing that Shin Hisako exists actually excites me a lot. I didn't even know there was a Shin Hisako. Okay.
Yeah, she's super dope too. She has a katana. She's cool.
Okay.
I feel like KI in particular, you have a lot of problems if you run into a particular pattern due to the combo breaker system, for example.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if you're running into a pattern, you may just get broken quite often. Even if you're thinking that, like, you understand you run into a pattern, is if you don't execute, like, calling somebody out for calling your pattern out, like, you kind of they just get out, kind of deal.
In season 1, before, you know, I mean, that was the only time I played it. I would do jump attack into medium auto combo every single time that people I played broke me the instant, like, I hit the jump attack, and I was like, God, I can't stop this. And yeah, muscle memory is one of my biggest weaknesses, which is why I kind of quit KI pretty quickly, was because I knew it was going to kill me in that game. But I'll have to try it.
Yeah, if I was like not, or if I wasn't not playing fighting games right now, I'd probably download KI just to play it again. It's been so long, dude. I had so much fun with that game.
I mean,
KI is sick.
The other reason why I want to play Hisako is just so on stream while I'm playing her, I can just blast Chibo Mato's Ghost Girl song in the background all day. 10th floor Ghost Girl is the song by Chibo Mato from their latest album, and it's like just the best song ever, dude. It's so good.
Are you sure you're not a weeb? That sounds like some weeb shit.
Chibo Mato, I mean, they are a so basically Chibo Mato is Miho Hattori and God, what's the other name of the girl? What's the name of the other girl? I can't remember right now, but they basically do like hardcore, like kind of moody rap. Like it's like the greatest thing ever, dude. They're so good. Chibo Mato is so good. Man, what a great band.
I'll listen to it while I'm watching The Good Place.
There you go.
Things that are never happening.
Oh man, no, but seriously, if you guys haven't heard of Chibo Mato, which is Italian for food madness, their first album, all their songs are about food, but like they're just. It's such a good. The first one is the most hardcore. Second one gets a little more like melodic, and then the third one kind of goes back into the avant-garde stuff. Dude, Sugar Water. Not only is it one of their classic songs, but the video is amazing for Sugar Water. That's one of the ones that Spike Jonze directed. And if you've ever seen like the Spike Jonze collection of the music videos he did, he's the guy who directed Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, I think. But like his music videos are ridiculous, and Sugar Water is one of the craziest videos ever. And I mean, to kind of spoil it a little bit, like literally, it's two videos, one of the singers and the other one of the other the band member. And it's two videos playing side by side, kind of like this podcast right now. But literally, one of them plays from forward all the way to the end. And it turns out the other video is actually the same video going backwards all the way forward. And you see them cross paths at one point, and then they keep going in the opposite direction back to where the other one started. And it's just like the sickest thing, dude.
You spoiled it for me.
Yeah, but you have to see it because the technique, like, they'll have a cat cross one and show up in the other, but it matches both times. It's like the craziest thing. You have to see the Sugar Water video. It's so good, dude. It's so good.
I'll definitely think about it for sure. For sure, after watching The Good Place, though.
Okay. God damn it.
And speaking of, I think we're at a good place to cut it off for the night.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You getting tired?
It's not that I'm tired. It's more like I have to wake up for my shitty job.
Oh, okay. What is
That's fair enough.
What's the job situation for you right now?
Yeah.
I'm working again for my shitty job. I'm super pissed off they brought me back from furlough.
I think it's better than being furloughed, isn't it? Though?
No, it's way better on furlough. I was making more money on unemployment.
Oh, for some reason I thought you weren't getting unemployment.
No, I 100%. I got 2 unemployment checks. And in that span, that like payment period of 2 weeks, I made $600 more than I normally would for a 2 week.
Dude, I actually saw AOC retweeted something that said that there was an article saying that a lot of people are making more money on unemployment than they made at their job.
Yeah,
everyone
is. Maybe we should, pay people a living wage.
Yeah, I think it was you who put that on my timeline, actually.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's so true.
I was making way more money, and I have to work now because I was on furlough.
Right.
I can't refuse. If I refuse to go back, then I would be quitting.
Right.
And they would definitely just let my ass go at that point. They'd be like, "Well, bye," because we don't have to pay our unemployment anymore.
Can you figure out a way to get yourself fired?
I do what I wish. I wish I could, because if you do a shitty job and it's apparent that you did a shitty job, all your employer has to say is that you were insubordinate and you won't get unemployment.
What if you walked up to your boss and said, "Suck my nuts, assholes"? Like, what would that?
Insubordination, no unemployment.
God damn it.
You pretty much have to, if you want to for sure get unemployment, it has to be a situation that was not your fault. Like, you have to get laid off or outsourced or your company closes or whatever. Like, those are the only for sure ways to get like your full unemployment benefit.
Fair enough.
Yep.
I might have to talk. I'm actually
trying. You don't always get it.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to apply for unemployment right now, but like they sent me this thing and it's like, when was the last time you were making money? Like, how much did you get? Have you been looking for a job? And like, I don't even know how to fill this shit out because it's so direct, obviously not for freelancers. The questions don't apply to freelancers, so I don't even know how to answer.
They didn't build you guys like a custom website for it?
Did they?
So some places are in the midst of doing it. I just found out
holy shit,
that Oregon is in the middle of it. They're getting ready to roll it out like in maybe the next few weeks, actually, supposedly. And this is, of course, after I was trying to file for unemployment. So like I was in the middle of filing, and they were like, "Oh, you could qualify for upcoming blah 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 blah. So don't finish filing this." And I was like, "Well, at least you told me that much."
Well.
But I don't know about places like California and whatnot, right?
Yeah, I'll have to look it up or something, or just find. I'll just like tweet it out. Maybe somebody out there in the Twitterverse knows, and they can help me figure it out or something like that. Because that's something I need to figure out. Because if I can get unemployment, dude, like, oh god, everything, I would be so much more relaxed.
Fix up that roof, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the roof is fixed. Now it's the fucking bathroom that I have that I need to fix. That's what it was. So yeah. Oh fuck, dude! Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I have to wait. I have to wait until Oregon implements their thing before I can even file for unemployment. Because I tried a few weeks ago, right? Like I've been trying to be on the ball on it. I've got to make sure I save up money and whatnot for after the quarantine's over.
even in like, I still remember in grade school, you know, you had like these aptitude tests or just like the test you on things. And I actually failed the fill out the form test because I'm just bad at like, I put too much information. I don't know how to answer if it's not actually true and all this stuff. And like, I'm just like, I'm gonna make this reference, and you're not gonna understand it, Ebonic Plague. You're not gonna understand it at all, Isaiah.
I'm 12 years old.
But basically, I have a very Chidi Anagoye kind of decision-making pattern, and so it's kind of a problem for me. I don't even know if Brandon heard that, because he's distracted right now.
I am, sorry.
Yeah, much like the youth, always distracted with their telephones.
I know, right? No, I just basically said the reason why I'm bad at filling out forms is because I have kind of that Chidi Anagoye kind of streak on me right there. So I have trouble making decisions. So there you go.
Well, that's why I made this decision for you, James. So we're doing a podcast. Like
Yep, exactly. There you go.
Yeah, like legitimately, if you guys don't know, like this is all Brandon's idea.
Here we are.
And his idea.
Hey, who would have thought?
And
started from the bottom, now we're here.
And of course, it was also his idea to go ahead and just call it now for today then. So
I think so, yeah.
I think that's the move. But
Okay.
we'll be back next week, guys.
Yes,
Every Thursday at 12 Eastern, 9 p.m. Pacific. At
That is
J
correct.
Tensor.
hope you
Follow and
guys.
stuff and stuff.
I mean, hope you guys are enjoying this stream. I mean, like I said, it's just kind of, we just talk about shit, but you know, it's fun. It's fun. I like hanging out with these guys.
This one was a little different because we didn't exactly have topics prepared beforehand like we did the other ones.
Yeah, I was like, hey, let's just have people ask us questions.
And it didn't
But,
matter anyway.
It sure did. Yeah.
We're not. This isn't meant to be super structured in the first fucking
Exactly.
place, so.
Exactly. So yeah, no, don't worry, Renato. Last week was my fault. I didn't stream at all last week. I needed to kind of disappear from the internets for a little bit. So, I mean, I'll say this much because I think you two know, but like, I even had a situation where my Twitter got suspended last week and everything. So, you know, I was just like, I'm going to just fucking stay away from everything and just chill for a week. And this week I kind of came back. So there we go. So
Yeah, mental health is really important, guys.
Yeah.
And taking some time off from things that really stress you out or whatever is incredibly important. And, you know,
Yes.
please do make sure to do that for yourselves.
yeah.
We all need it at some point.
Except for me, who is indestructible. All right, everybody,
The
good night.
best commentator, indestructible, and fucking gone again.
Gonna keep it going, indestructible. Nothing's gonna stop me now. All right, guys.
I can feel it coming over me. I feel it all around me. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. It's my destiny. All right, y'all.